different probation officers so far, but, you know, I was born here in Fort Collins, and I graduated from the Drug Court and AIM program in 2012. I experienced physical, mental, and sexual abuse most of my life. I was introduced to drugs by my mother at age 11. I have been in and out of jail, prison twice, revoked on every type of probation, kicked out of 2 halfway houses. I've been in and out of drug treatment, psych wards, homeless shelters, and safe houses because of my choice in abusive men. Due to drugs and alcohol, my oldest 2 children, Billy and Samantha, were taken from both of us by his mother. My addictions and bad behavior were out of control. I met another man who was also an addict, and we had a baby. And due to our addiction, she was taken from both of us by the system 15 years ago. I continued to use drugs as a way of self-medicating. Meth was my drug of choice. I lost everything over and over. Homes, jobs, freedom, self-worth, and hope. After years of being lost, I got in trouble again. I was looking at years in prison, and I asked my probation officer, please don't throw me away. I wanted help. Instead of throwing me away, she put me into 2 very intense treatment programs with 2 probation officers and a judge. Matt, Christina, and Judge Paul. I wasn't a perfect client. I fought them and struggled. Between the 2 programs, they didn't just reprimand me for my bad behavior, but rewarded me for my good. While in these programs, I was led into a faith-based group called Room for Hope for Women at Risk. The Drug Court and AIM program allowed me to join this support group. They recognized that mental health is a huge piece of addiction. They helped me find new supports, gave me coping skills, and a new lifestyle change. I've been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety disorder, as well as being an addict. They offered me aftercare once I graduated, so I could continue with therapy and medication along with my newfound support, Room for Hope. After graduating, I still struggled with my choice in abusive men, until I put the last one on a bus to California. Then one day, my oldest son called me and asked if him and his little family could move in with me until they got a place, which happened to be right next door. Then my oldest daughter, at age 20, asked if she could move in. And then I met the most wonderful man, an alpaca-sharing, enduro-riding New Zealander who treats me with love and respect that I've never experienced from a man. My new addiction now is dirt bikes. I continue to stay in touch with my probation officers and the AIM program of all the wonderful things that I'm experiencing, including forgiving a mother and others that have hurt me. I also experienced a test. I found a bag of meth while walking my dog one day. A test that I passed with flying colors as I disposed of it instead of doing it or selling it. For the first time after all those years, last summer I received a call from my son Billy, who said, guess who friended me on Facebook? It was my youngest daughter, Jessie, who had found us after 15 years of being adopted. For the first time after all those years, on this past Easter, all 3 of my children and I were reunited. My struggles aren't over, and I constantly have to prove myself, not only to my children and family or society, but now I have to prove myself to another country so that I may go to New Zealand with my new boyfriend. I need a visa. I've worked hard to get to where I am today, and I'm grateful for these 2 programs, Drug Court and AIM, and my support group, Room for Hope, and my treatment at Summit Stone, and my family for being there now that I'm out of this system. I've been off of meth almost 6 years, and I'm still a work in progress, but I actually have a chance to have this wonderful life I never imagined.